season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when...
Turning it on! We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're working that left side. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Go straight ahead. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Clemson.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, 2 too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes.
Might have misread that one. Would have been better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he'll give up the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Clemson. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shakes off the defender. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Miles. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clemson jumps to the line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Creates a little room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Quick completion on the out route. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes a connection. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Aggies in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got an open man. There we go. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 35. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Off play action. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. On the move, it's Miles. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds space on the right. Breaks it to... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The give on the option. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it set up on the outside.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Creates a little space. Past the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great.
Oh, he's got some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Open space at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be...
Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's DeLuca. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Perez.
And a nice catch. Way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Robbins. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Gets it past the marker. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. And they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quick handoff. He breaks a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. To the ground with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this one. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
59, Texas A&M.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Clemson.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. These corners going to give them some space. Here's a throw downfield late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in certain